What's good people, it's Ocean here. Welcome back to my channel, welcome to the video. In this video, it's going to be like the part 2 of this video I did right here. I did a video about a week ago on how to make samples like Frank Duke's, Cubeatz, and in this one I'm going to be making another sample like that, another loop like that, how I do it. How to make it sound very vintage and very retro, as if it's just been sampled from a vinyl, instead of sounding very modern and very synthy and all that. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that, how to make it sound fire. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and join the family. And also hit that bell notification so every single time I post a video, you get a noti, you won't miss another one. With that being said, let's get into it. Let's make a fire sample loop. Let's go.
Ocean gang go drown.
Alright, so I've got Logic Pro X open. I'm going to up the BPM to about 145. Let's start from there. And like I mentioned in my other video, a good place to start if you don't know music theory is putting in some ghost notes. I'm going to put the I button up here somewhere so you can check my last video on how to do that in Logic Pro X. And you want to start with instruments that are real instruments like guitars, pianos, some orchestral instruments like harps, violins, cellos. All those instruments sound good when you want to make a vintage sample. You don't want to use things like synthesizers and all that because it sounds way too modern. It doesn't really sound like it's been sampled, unless that's what you're going for. But if you want to make it sound really old, then I definitely would suggest going for real instruments. So I'm going to go to Omnisphere and open up a nylon classic guitar. Something like that. I'm going to go ahead and quantize everything. And I'm just going to fix up the notes a bit, just extend them. So I got all the notes fixed up. I'm just going to control everything and shift it down an octave. And I'm also going to extend it over 8 bars. And then to add in that retroness, that vintage effect, I'm going to add in some isotope. This is a great plugin. I've talked about it so many times, but it's a free plugin and it gives you these options to make it sound a bit more vintagey. Like I could turn down the year and just turn up the warp depth a bit. You can hear the difference already. And I usually like to mess around with the wear as well, just to make it sound a bit more older. So that's what we've got so far. That's the main part of the melody. I'm going to go ahead and add in another instrument to go underneath this. So I've got this harp sound from Contact, and I'm going to pencil in a melody to layer the chords that we've got so far. That's what we've got so far now. I'm actually going to just solo this guitar, and I want to add in one more plugin that's going to make it sound quite retro-y as well. And it's done by Waves that I like, and it's the Abbey Road vinyl. So it's going to give it that vinyl effect underneath it. Now you can hear that difference in the background. It's got that vinyl effect. It's got that slight background noise, so it adds to the vibe a bit more. And then with this second part, I'm just going to EQ it out a bit. Take out some of that low end. I'm going to add in a counter melody to go underneath this. So I've got this violin sound. And it's got that staccato feeling, like dum, 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 dum. So I'm going to go ahead and try and find a melody. So I played some notes off there, but first of all I'm going to Command A and quantize everything. And then I'm also going to turn on the velocities. And then I'm going to control this side, move it over to this side. And I'm going to Command A to control everything. Shift Alt down, just the first part. What I'm going to do is actually EQ it out a bit. EQ some of that low end and some of that high end too. And what I'm also going to do is add in some reverb. So I'm sending it to the bus. Choose some reverb. And just turn it up slightly. And then in the mixer channel, I'm just gonna copy that isotope over to this sound. So this is what we've got so far now. So I've got this violin sound here, and I'm gonna find another counter melody to go underneath it. And then I'm going to do the same thing as what I did before. In this part, I'm just going to lower the octave. And I'm going to raise the velocity at some parts so it doesn't dip too much. So that's what we got now for the second part of the loop. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did before, just add in some reverb. And EQ it out slightly. In the mixer channel, I'm going to do the same thing as well. Just copy this isotope over. So that's basically the loop finished. Altogether, this is how it sounds now. And yeah, that's about it for this loop. That's how you make vintage retro sounding samples. If you want to go for that really old vibe, then make sure you use instruments that are real, like guitars, pianos. I use some harps in this one, some violins, some cellos. And definitely download that free plugin. It's a game changer, Isotope. It's really good to give that old detuned feeling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up button and let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Shout out this person from the last video. I appreciate your comment. If you want to get shouted out, leave a comment on this video. And that's about it for this one. I'll see you guys in the future.